Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's King Blaine here again. Obviously, we are going to start with some UAD and get. That's what's the point sulfur. That's wrong. Update the screen. We're gonna do
Thanks to
our.
Frosty Tools benefactors for supporting its use on this channel. King Blaine
you.
Gaming benefactor options, including skipping this notice and extra customization, are in the Frosty Tools dashboard.
Alright, so we're gonna do UAD first. Do our refits and stuff. Then when we're done, I'm gonna go play sulfur. So far, it's looking like the derby will be canceled today because we're supposed to have severe thunderstorms right around when it starts. So I'm going to plan with it being canceled, but if it ends up not canceled, I'll go. But anyways, like I said, we're gonna pick up where we left off. Give me Dreadnought. We're going to work our way all the way down the list and get all of these done. Care how long it takes. That way it's all ready and set up for tomorrow.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream, thank you. Hooray, stay tuned, eyes. Can you recall the true first name of the fiery Southern belle Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind?
Nope.
Find out when the ads end in about a minute.
Come on, kid. Come on. Alright, well, 13's 13 doubles fit. This ship did have more room than my other one. Well, this one's gotta go back down to 12. Unfortunately. They just didn't put it up there. Alright. So this one dropped turrets down to 12 nines. Is what it is. We knew we were going to
Scarlett
take some
O'Hara's
stuff
real
here.
first name was actually Katie, a detail that adds depth to the iconic character.
I don't care. We were switching to triple base on all of our ships just because all of our combat is taking place at too long a range at this point. I would prefer to have 2 powder because that gives me more shell penetration. I just can't keep it. Hello, Greg. Do hate losing all of that 11.5% penetration or 11% penetration. I hate it. It's never got.
Can't go any bigger at all.
Nope, I've already had to shrink from 14.9 to 12.9. Yeah, pitch and roll down a good bit. Alright, well that one's done. At least we're able to keep 12 nines instead of having to go super, super small. 10s. I don't want 10s.
Also halfway to 400,000.
Nice. I wish I had the time to just play games anymore like I used to. Dreadnought 1, I have hopes of being able to keep the guns on here. Probably the most
DD
realistic
now
option.
that I'm here.
Yeah, we'll probably do it here in a second. I was just working down the list. I plan to get all of them done. But heads up, Greg. When I finish all of the refits, I will be going and playing something else. Smoke another one of these.
I was asking because of the order you decided Wednesday or Thursday. I know.
Are you going to be able to stay? I think I'm going to be able to keep my 14-9.
That is a long cigarette.
That is a what?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello. Good Heron. It's just an unfiltered. It ain't really that long. The camera makes it look longer. Alright, so this one did not lose its gun. It was able to keep its 14-9. Which is very, very nice. Love to get more 5, but that's not going to happen. May have to go down in gun size anyways, though.
Might need to go to
Wait.
anti-torp 3.
Or anti-torp 3. No, I think I'm just going to have to go to 13s instead of 14s. Let's find out.
Why anti-torp? Just don't get hit. Am I right?
Ah! My ships only go 15 knots. They're going to get hit.
Nope.
Well, 80 will save me 300 tons a gun. That'll save me 1,200
Concise
tons.
answer, Grey Ghost. I stand corrected. Japan to make it fair again. Even my designs that are much faster than his have gotten hit by torps.
Yeah, the enemy has ships that launch like
Even
30,
my
40
41 not
torps.
CA.
Like for reference, we are in 1966 now. This campaign has been going on since 1890. It's been a very, very long, bloody war. And a lot of my ships are very, very outdated. We need to come up with about 1,000
What is the
tons.
longest range torps in UAD?
We're getting hit by torps that are 35-kilometer range. So they're launching them from across the map. I can't see them, and they're moving at 60 knots. So by the time they get up on me, I can't dodge anymore, even with fast ships.
I'm still wondering if ASW equipment would help with that.
I don't think so, because we would have to get rid of. Actually, sorry, not even get rid of. We can't put anti-submarine equipment on these ships. That's only an option for other stuff. See, we've only got stereoscopic, advanced, gem. We don't have the option for anti-submarine stuff on these. So
Dan.
I kind of answer your question the other day. It's like, I can't. You asked why, I never filled you in on why. I legitimately just can't. 16 not? Or not 16.
Because I know ASW equipment includes sonar, which is an acoustic thing.
Oh, I'm still 1,000 tons away. Attention enough. So this ship could theoretically. It's here. Do that. I'm about to go to anti-torp 2. Oh, and a suck when we get hit now. Oh, the enemies are also using absolutely massive torps. Like, most of the enemies are firing 24-inch torps. Like I said, and they fire a lot of them. Uh,
Light funnels?
it's already got the lightest funnel. It's one of my ships, you know that. Our designer takes a minute to look because of how long the campaign's been going on for. We've had a couple of crashing problems recently. We've started saving between. But there are no more of the old destroyers left. Yeah, we're just gonna work our way through the list since we're gonna do all these today anyways. That's too tight. It's gonna lose that gun. All of our ships are
I
about
thought it
22
was
years
refit
outdated.
the old DD, build a new DD, and then do everything else.
That was what we were going to do, yes.
Or am I misremembering?
Very correctly. About 13.9.
Triple 12.9.
Looks like we're just not getting gun back up there. We're more or less just gonna go off of wherever we can fit them right here.
I believe it has to be a 9.
We gotta go back to 12. Unfortunate. I guess they'll give us a little bit of weight to play with.
Can you do 4 triple 12.9 inches for 5 dual 14.9?
Weight wise, not really.
Dang, sorry, was trying to squeeze a bit more firepower out of this for you.
I know. I knew.
Could be the deck armor.
Oh, I know. It's all gotta get fixed, don't worry. That's still only gonna put us just within range.
You have 2 powder too and a bunch of other things to fix anyway.
I know. Problem is, all that stuff still makes it heavier.
What about doing the flat 24 inches of belt armor?
Maybe.
Never mind.
I doubt it. Let's see where we're at. I'm pretty sure we still have the smallest funnel. It looks like a lot of my ships are going to go from 14s to 12 9s, which is not great considering the ships we've been fighting. Not great at all.
Better than having to go back to 9 inches.
They wouldn't. If I had to go that small, I would just get rid of all the turrets and put one really big gun on the aft where there's a lot of room. Did with a couple of the other ships. Dreadnought 3 is when we started putting big guns on ships. But whether we're going to be able to keep these guns is a different story.
Doubt it.
If I had to shrink to like 15, 16. Just from weight increase. Well, they all actually fit in the same exact spots.
Wow.
Still probably going to have to shrink it though, because I need armor.
Four triple 14.9 inches lol.
Think about it. Two, 7, 8, 2. What would you weigh? Save us 800 times. What about 14.9? Save us 1,000 tons. Each would still be overweight by about 2,000 tons. Armor on this ship doesn't weigh that much. Thinking doubles is where we're going to be at here. Doubles would do it though. Main power. Did I get a new power for this? No. Does get us brought up armor wise. So this lost the 18-inch guns. Now it's got 13. Oh well. Yeah. I could have honestly just gone to only having 2 turrets, and that probably would have saved me the weight I needed. Turrets get knocked out too often.
Don't forget to stretch.
USS_Grey_Ghost played Stretch
Yeah, I'll
for
stretch.
75 channel points.
Dreadnought 4 should hopefully be able to
I
should hopefully be
wonder
able to
why the
keep its 18s.
turrets in the front aren't ribbed while the ones in the back are.
They are, it's the angle, you can't see it. The angle we're at right now, you can't see the ribbing. You see? They are.
Oh,
You're just at a convenient angle. Like if you look at them this way, you can't see it. Yeah, they're overlapping plates, see? Help keep stuff bouncy instead of having a flat plate on the top.
sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream, thank you. Hooray, stay tuned, eyes. Ship newscast update from Kingblane Gaming's Naval HQ. Wave at us _grey_ghost is deep in the shipbuilding strategy, pondering the merits of ASW gear and sonar tech. Hammer and wrench their crunching numbers on artillery power, debating between 12.9 inches and 14.9 inches firepower. Collision meanwhile, at sound alerts triggers a stretch, perhaps a reminder to keep those naval architects limber. Stay tuned for more maritime musings. Anchor.
About 2,000 tons overweight. What about just switching to 70? How much do these weigh in comparison? Six, 800 tons lighter would give us the weight. We'll do that. Can't keep the 18s on here, but we can still keep rather large guns. Just can't keep the 18s. Not the right tower. I guess the other tower on Dreadnought 3 can hold a 6 inch
Well,
instead of
this
5.9.
ship is not gonna be very accurate with over 100% roll.
Did decent before. Minus 25%. Eh. We get 43 bonus from other techs. 61 at long range, so we'll still break off more accurate than what they were before refits. We'll be fine. Still a net positive. I was almost able to keep the 18s on this one though, almost.
Well, I now know where to check for the correction changing on the old DD.
Yeah. Pitch, roll, sustain speed while turning. You got your turning rate down there at the bottom of the screen, as well as your turn speed.
No, it's under maneuverability.
Yeah. Your turning rates. But yell it. Never made another dreadnought after that, so next is the battle cruisers, and then it's your ships. Battle cruisers will be interesting, especially this one. Oh, damn. Maybe I need beer.
If I'm correct, I don't think I've ever seen these have combat much.
No, these ones actually had more combat than most of the other battle cruisers.
USS_Grey_Ghost played drink for 100 channel points.
The single large cruiser had a lot more combat than what I wanted it
I
to
meant
have.
recently.
Recently, no. Only battle cruisers 2 and 3 have had combat recently. Like I'm just thinking back the last 2 weeks. Battle cruisers 2 and 3 have had a little bit of combat. Battle cruiser 1 had like 2 combats. But large cruisers, they haven't had a combat in 2 or 3 weeks in real lifetime. One combat they did get into, it was bad weather, so we just ran away.
The aid has seen a lot.
Thank you, turbo electric, but not given these small guns, I do hate to get rid of tube powder.
Tube
powder.
3.
I'm thinking about it. That lets us still have good penetration, but then they can only fire up to 35. Triple base lets us fire all the way out to 53. Ah, fuck it, triple base. Keep everything unison.
You might have enough tons left over to add a better funnel. Never mind.
I'd love to put 12s on there. I don't think I can weight-wise. $1,083 versus 888. Yeah, it's like 200 fucking tons. There ain't no way I'm getting 200 tons per gun. It's just not gonna happen. But nines it is. Yep, alright. I just couldn't think of a way to get 800 tons. Change them all to 12 nines.
All or nothing get you enough.
It might have, but I already backed out.
Probably lose 2 guns.
I shouldn't have to lose guns.
Think of possible weight. nothing.
Really don't like all or nothing. Now the max.
Thought you'd want to keep the secondary for torpedo.
They only have a max range of 7.5 where they're going to actually sink something. They're launching torps at 30. And
Down.
if I switch to all or nothing, I lose an entire inch of armor.
Was her though. But you also gained more than 1 inch back in inner belt.
I also lose, call it here, armor strength. I lose 5% in total armor strength.
Every single system has plus and a minus.
Yeah. Turtleback's really good and it's really strong, but it makes belt armor heavier. All or nothing only makes deck armor heavier. And since we don't use deck armor because it doesn't work most of the time, it makes all or nothing very, very light.
But if you got all or nothing and don't change the armor thickness from the 16.6 inches.
I don't know. That's something we could try.
Would then keep the 16.6 in the refi or would it automatically go down?
It should keep it, as far as I know. Pretty sure that was one of the bugs that never got fixed.
Okay, that's a bug I like.
I guess I'll just start putting all or nothing on my ships. I hate it though. I hate it. Because it also takes away our overall floatability.
Still find coal-powered gas turbines funny.
So did the British before we wiped them out.
This one might be a bit of trouble.
Oh, what gave you that idea?
Might keep the quads, might not.
They'll keep them.
Anti-3. Never mind. Yeah, didn't check the towers.
No, but if they weren't upgraded in 44, they probably won't upgrade now.
Okay. Would 4 triples be lighter than 5 duals?
Unlikely. We have 6 duels. It'll be a little bit lighter.
Sorry, 6 not 5.
Turning 2 of these into 1 gun would be a very small amount lighter, but not much.
Not enough to matter, okay.
It would be like, oh fuck, math. 200 tons, I think. I think it would be about 200 tons lighter. But then I go from 65 accuracy to only 55.
It would be like hondo fucking.
The biggest reason why I use doubles on all my stuff is 55, 47, 55, or 55 and 65. Like, my minimum number of accuracy is this one's maximum. Quads just have a very, very heavy accuracy debuff. Even with all the text we've gotten, they still have a very heavy accuracy debuff. Triples aren't that bad, and those would be lighter. And they'd be a lot lighter. But
I did say triples, not quads.
wow. I would lose barrels. Problem there. Gonna keep doubles.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream, thank you. Hooray, stay tuned, eyes. Which country led the charge by being the first to ratify the United Nations Charter in 1945, signaling a new era of international cooperation? Find out when the ads end in about a minute. You have 12 barrels, 4 triples is also 12.
Problem lies in the math. So let's do it here. And now that I've increased stuff, the math has changed here. Right now we have 6 of these, so 882 times 6, that's 5,292 tons. Now having 4 of these is 1, 2, 9 times 4, 5,036. Just touch go, touch go.
Nicaragua was the trailblazer in ratifying the United Nations Charter in 1945, setting the stage for a global commitment to peace and diplomacy.
Gun base accuracy, though.
Plus, You also gotta remember if you use 4 triples, you can lose 2 Barretts.
Yeah.
Barbets, not Barretts.
Yeah, but we also keep having guns blown off. That's the illogical decision, but fuck it. I'm going to keep the doubles. Triples would have been the better idea, but fuck it. Fuck it! Yeah, triples were lighter. Even before we lose the bar bet. Once you lost the bar bet, it was even
If you
lighter.
did triples, could you have gotten anti-5?
No, I wouldn't have gotten 1,000 tons. Even after the bar bet, I wouldn't have gotten 1,000 tons. I would have only gotten about 400 tons.
Damn.
It was lighter, but it wasn't that much lighter. It was enough to where it could have been more armor or something. It's enough to where it would have been worth it. Next is one of your ships.
Might have allowed you to get more main deck armor, though, because you could move everything back, removing some of that for weight.
Yes, that is something I could have done, which would have increased my accuracy. Yeah, next is your ice. Balls in your court, do whatever you're doing.
Could probably use one large funnel in front of the rear tower.
We've already got a large funnel.
For all the power since we're at 116.
That's with 2 funnels. You have a very good funnel and then the smallest funnel.
How much power was just the big one?
62 capacity. This is only 30.
Should really do the radar and everything though. Super heavy shells.
I did it.
Can we use any slightly smaller tower for the rear one?
You have a very, very small tower. The other towers are all the same size for this ship, really. Do you mean funnel?
Sorry, slightly smaller funnel, not tower, my mistake.
It's a slightly smaller one. Actually bigger. That got you, let's see, like 120 something tons.
I'm wondering with the smaller funnel if we could slide everything front back a bit. Making the citadel smaller.
I take it you're just gonna give up that gun then? Like 400 tons.
Remove after deck.
There you go.
But the 4 inches back next to the auto one are enhanced.
Huh? Huh? But the
That
4.
was supposed to be put the 4-inch back next to the front funnel and
And what else?
because I was trying to think of tonnage with the loaders.
Well, I brought you all the way down to within spec. Where you're at right now is within spec. Putting the 4 back on means we're gonna have to fiddle with shit again. Well, what do you want me to do to get the weight then?
That's why I was suggesting auto one or enhance.
Alright, there's auto 1. Now what do you want me to do? Ah, go and
Main deck.
alright, there you go. Oh. Yeah, he's fishing.
For more stability, and I think that is all that can be done.
It's the ice done. Let's get these other battle cruisers out of the way quick. Still have the Syracuse and this one. And then we've got the heavy cruisers, the light cruisers, and then the destroyers.
Both of the DD.
Gotta do the old one and make a new one.
I would think this is gonna be simple.
Just had to open your mouth, huh? This has got all or nothing, so this is yours. It's got oil 3, this is yours. Or it's not yours, it was the other guy that made it, but I think it was the one with the Japanese letters that I was doing the upgrades on.
I'm willing to reduce total amount of main turrets.
You bitch. I hate you sometimes, game.
I wouldn't move everything back.
Are you gonna do something different? I was just solely focused on
Because of aft weight.
aft weight really won't get that bad.
I was thinking of just spreading the remaining main guns apart enough so they fire.
That still brings everything back a little bit.
And adding quad 4, if possible. Plenty of room on its nose for the 4 inches.
You gotta remember though, a 4-inch gun is going to block this
If
gun's
nowhere else.
blocks this gun's ability to fire forward.
Oh.
You want to put 4-inch guns on the front, then I need to put this up on a very tall barbette.
Or you can move those guns front and put the 4-inch behind them.
Well, which one are we doing?
Second option.
Alright, but know that that added 1,500 tons in weight. The secondary guns don't move the Citadel, only main guns do.
I wasn't thinking of all the wife Rhonda. I was thinking like enough to put a 4 or 6-4 behind them.
Kind of what I did. In fact, I still didn't do enough.
Oh, I don't mean center line. Three per side, totaling 6 behind the two front mains. I was thinking of 3 per side, not like 6 per side.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna put them at each one of these bevels.
So you could probably remove the 4 bow most 4 inches.
I got it. I'll do what you want. Thanks to hitboxes, I'm still gonna have to have guns pretty far up here.
Auto 1.
No.
or smaller barbet.
Also now. Still.
And the 4-inch guns get any closer together? Can the
Maybe.
that would allow you to bring the main guns back more?
Not without fucking up their angle of fire.
It doesn't have to be the best. Their angle, I mean, but 4-4 will work. Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream, thank you. Hooray, stay tuned, eyes. Now, a verse from our collective tailface mask in the chat where ships are planned. Ship at us_grey_ghost takes a stand. Paper, remove this deck, they say with might, add 4-inch guns for a better fight. Collision,
here has
spread
an
the
elevated
turrets, make them
platform I can put
fire,
it on.
quad force on. The nose, we could aspire. Gun, 3 per side, they clarify, not 6 each side, they specify. Sparkles, move the guns, adjust the weight, for stability, let's not wait. Balance scale, Kingblane Gaming's crew in sync, designing dreadnoughts with a wink. Winking face.
There's an elevated platform that lets me hook onto.
Back to auto 2.
That's why I tried to put everything
And
in the
main
back.
deck.
We can do main deck. Still gonna have about 100% roll though. That roll's a bitch to get down. There's some halls where it's just really, really, really high.
I know there's not much we can do though.
Alright, there you go.
Because I don't believe the case mates affect the roll that much.
They don't. They don't. No, what's affecting the roll that much is having all the weight in the back. But to fix that, we would have to extend the citadel, and that does fuck the weight up pretty badly.
Yay.
That's why when this ship was more forward and back
This will
facing,
do.
it had a much better roll. Alright. Why are these 229s so much different in size? Those are 39. The model never upgraded. Model never updated, that's why it was smaller. I'll fix that. Now you can keep this fine.
I would have said the autoloader one is the issue.
Probably. $76 to $91. That's a hell of a
Hell of a jump.
oh well. I was trying to somewhat keep what the original guy had going on here, but whatever. Alright, as the last of the capital ships, apart from our really, really big ones, which will have to be done separate. Alright, so next is smaller ships. Ass Kicker, Speedy Gonzales, things like that. I guess we'll go to the Ass Kicker, Speedy Gonzales.
1 minute for me, bad connection.
Yep.
Should be back in a little. Sorry, my grandma chose the mountain roads.
That's fine, but this is your ship. I gotta know what I'm doing here. I did the things I knew to do. Ammo and stuff. That's it. Man, no wonder why this ship struggles to penetrate. It was firing light shells. That's why the 11s are struggling so much. And why we had to get so close to sink ship.
Super heavy.
Alright.
And reduce reload is necessary.
Most likely, I could try and eat the deck stuff first. I ate the deck stuff. Alright, yeah, you'd have to go all the way down to enhanced.
Any smaller funnels and still hit 100.
Probably. We have unlocked a lot of funnels at this point. We can go down one size to funnel 4 instead of funnel 5.
98.6 I can take. That's all I can think of there. Don't think there's anything else you can really do.
Nope, not unless you're going to give up some more percentage on engine efficiency. Then should I save it?
Or reduce anti-torp, but nope, this is good.
Given how far we are in the game, I don't like to go past anti-torp 3 or below, unless absolutely necessary.
Okay, I think I'm back.
Hey, back, I'm Dad.
Sorry, dead, but you're dead.
Sorry, Dad, you're dead. Dead, 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 dead. Alright, next is Speedy
Sorry,
Gonzalez.
Dad, you're dead.
My dad is dead.
So is mine.
I hope yours is a better father than mine. I hope nothing but shitty memories for him.
Nope.
Well, that sucks. We both got the shit end of the deal there then.
Died before I was born.
Oh, that bastard.
And then who was my stepdad was going to adopt me, died from a heart attack in the front yard.
I don't know what you want to do with Speedy here. Got light shells, standard ammo, and not really much in the way of armor.
Enhanced reload and heavy shells.
That's not enough.
Actually, I might have to go down to 9 inches.
Or go to triples instead of quads.
Sure.
Yeah, quads are 200
Triples
tons.
works.
Now what do you want to do? Now you've got like 600 tons.
Super heavy shells.
It didn't weigh much at all. You want me to increase your armor? It doesn't go up much, but it does go up a little bit.
Yes.
Half shell for penetration.
How heavy is the semi-water? Semi-auto.
You can have auto too now that you went to triple barrels.
Nice.
Like I said, quads are significantly heavier than they need to be. Hence why I try not to use them. Plus, you're going to have a shit ton more accuracy with triples. Your accuracy went from a max of 65 to a max of 73. A minimum of 59 to a minimum of
Turret
66.
armor.
That's all I can do. You've only got anti-torp 1, so
This
you don't
will
got
have to
loot.
do with.
Yep.
I know.
Okay, got one more ship. Then we have your destroyer, and then we gotta make your new destroyer. And we're gonna save both of the island classes for Saturday, so we can start the stream out doing those two. Just heads up. I have a feeling both of those are gonna take a little bit longer.
Yay, no problem.
Plus, those two ships are the most likely to cause crashes. Think about it. I'll be right back. I'll get comfy. All right. Don't have a small funnel I can pull. What are we gonna do here? Take away.
Remove the 3 inches should give all the tonnage needed, I would think.
Yeah, it'd probably give us a lot. All right. Well, yeah. They all had good lines of fire too. All right. There we go. Anything else you want me to do?
Could try for faster if we remove all the 3 inches.
To go 1 knot faster is more weight than we're gonna get from all the 3 inches. These things only weigh
Dan.
20, 28 tons. Why we had to remove so many to get the little bit we needed. Yeah, going faster isn't really an option with this one. Kind of got that hard limit that we're fighting on the other ships.
Yes, that's all we can do then.
Make the 3s that are left on here 3-7 instead of 3-2s.
I'll ask you want to try the Citadel 4 to 5 trick.
You could put a tiny bit more armor on. That was more than a tiny little bit more armor. Weight-wise, at least. So we'll dump some more 3s.
Prefer the armor.
I want to keep this 3 because for some reason it can shoot through most of the ship. So it gets a very wide firing arc. I want to keep this one because it can fire straight forward and back.
Yep.
There we go.
Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream. Thank you.
No, it
Hooray,
doesn't.
stay tuned, eyes.
I don't have enough people
In the
for
early
it to support
20th
my
century,
stream.
a federal bureau was established to tackle crime on a national level in the United States. Can you name the decade when the FBI first came into existence? Find out when the ads end in about a minute.
Nope, I wish I could
28
name.
main guns, lol.
Yeah.
Was before the 1960s, but after WW2, I believe.
It was 50 something. 50 something, I believe. I don't remember what, but I believe it was 50 something, like 58.
Because I know they were trying to sabotage almost all of the civil rights movements.
58, 56, I think. I could be wrong. Be misremembering. Next is our destroyers.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation, or FBI, was set up in the first decade of the 20th century, the 1900s.
Huh. The first decade?
Trying for 4 dual 4.9 inches.
Right.
Shocked me as well.
That just doesn't sound right. I guess they could have just been more secretive until the 50s and 60s. I don't know. 4 dual 4.9 is what you want to try for. Got it.
Reduce the auto-loaders.
If I go all the way down to standard, it's not enough. What about if I do this? Also not enough.
Deck armor possibly.
No, we could remove all the deck armor. It won't give us enough weight. I'm thinking.
Unless you think triple base will make it lighter.
Seven tons, but 7 tons isn't going to do anything. $40.5. I'm going 0.5 knots slower.
Guess
Gave us
that
60
won't
tons.
work after all.
If I lose a knot and drop down to 40, it works. 1 knot was like almost 200 tons for this ship because we're already over that limit.
That can work.
And these guns, now, since they're 4.9s and they're Mark 5s, we get to point blank, we should even be able to sink a battleship. Because we got 16 inches of penetration. But when it comes to heavy cruisers and stuff, you should be able to swarm them. Not that matters, this ship's going out of service. Well, not technically, we're going to use them until they all sink. Chances of it ever getting another refit's probably close to 0. Just trying to think if there's anything I can do here that's lighter. Also here. Not. Alright then.
Turn rate on them.
Turn rate on these is... Set the speed back to 41 really quick, because that does adjust this.
8.6 secs lol.
No, it's 5.14 degrees a second. How fast they can turn.
Sorry, 8.9.
That's course change time.
At
9.1 sec.
40.
I know, but you wanted to know what it was when the ship was at what it was at, which was 41. Yeah, it could turn at 5.14 degrees a second. That's the one you want to look at. It needed 291 meters to make a full turn. That's not a lot. That's actually a very, very, very tight turn. 40, it turns
Holy
even better.
shit, that's right.
Go down to 40 and it's even tighter at 282.
Tight.
Very, very, very tight turning circle. Get a new design. Get your new destroyer built. Most of the other destroyers
Yeah.
are already refitting to the last variant of the previous build. I can't refit them right now, which is why I didn't. I just saved it. But each ship spent most of their life going 41. Last refit gave them the second biggest guns they ever had. Because for a while there, they had 5.9. But did reduce their speed. You were using Destroyer 3 or Destroyer 4. I believe you're using Destroyer. No, I'm thinking of a different nation that had the 7,000-ton destroyer.
Which is the best things, experimental or modern?
Experimental. Experimental's a little bit bigger and a little bit faster. Like I said, doesn't have that divot.
Yay.
You won't be able to go 50.
41.
Go 41 pretty easily. You wanted balanced, unbalanced, semi-balanced. You're wanting to turn a shit ton, you want unbalanced.
Unbalanced.
That puts our turning radius at 163 meters for a full turn. So much,
Yay.
much tighter. You do have a bunch of modern towers here. You want the tower up here or down here somewhere?
Front lower section.
Secondary tower. Where you want it.
Want to get 3 dual 4.9 inches on the bow and 3 on the stern. As close together as possible after we get the funnels.
We either do 2 small funnels or we do 1 big funnel and get just under 100. Or we do 2 small and get just over 100.
Too small.
Gotta have torp, unfortunately. Coincidency. All of that. Priest, heavy. And reinforced.
I was thinking you'd probably have to use one of the dual barbets for the ones on the bow to get all 3.
I'll put that back in a minute.
Guess 41 won't work was a thought, probably have to go 39.
What about going 40? That'd be 39.
One big funnel.
One big funnel weighed the same. We're trying to save weight to go faster. Use only 60% efficiency.
Oh.
Two in this case. That would be
Yeah, that wouldn't really work because they weren't reaching top speed then.
I keep telling you that's not how top speed works. It's not engine efficiency that's affecting top speed. They're designed for a top speed.
"39 knots.
Alright.
Possibly auto 2.
Auto 1.
Is triple any lighter?
No, triple is heavier. Remember, triple is only lighter if you have a bunch of guns. When you only have a couple of guns, dual is lighter. Or 2.
It looks like it went to 4,207 from 4,214.
My eyes are failing me. Guess we have enough guns to make it lighter. You go from 17 penetration to 15.9. Which one do you want? Triple for 7 tons or not?
15.9 pen works.
Still not enough to give you auto 2. We're only going 39 knots. We don't need 2 of these now. Problem is, there's not one that's lighter. That's it. What do you want to name it? Dual gun, barbette powder. Let's say dual gun if there's not a spot to put a second gun.
I think that works a bit is spare tonnages for research weight.
Alright. Save. No, I forgot to name it. God damn it. Well, it's not getting named. Sorry.
Oh no, it's gay. Lol.
Yeah, it is. Oh. Whatever, you still have 100-meter tighter turn circle than what you had before. And your turning radius is 8.68 degrees a second. You turn even more
Yeah.
stupidly now. I'm not sure how many of these we need. We will put these in one of our original territories, something that's not going to get taken.
I think you originally made 60 destroyer.
I think so.
So 51 left makes 9.
Yeah, but I think I made a couple in between there at some point too. And I can actually check that. Give me a second.
Yes. You might have.
Certain. Horse Haikido. Fleet. Go to class.
That should be all the refits, I think.
Yeah, we lost some in 31 and I had to make more. Because the other ones are from 1930. Looks like I had to make like 10 more. So we've probably lost like 19 ships. We lost them right when we first made them. A year after their first production run. I still miss when we used to have 739s.
Same.
Well, with that, we are going to go ahead and end it here, and I'm going to switch games. So I hope everyone has
Could
a good.
have done more on the new DD, but need the pen.
We do need the pen. A bunch of 39s isn't really going to help anymore. You would have to be touching other ships to get those to really work anymore. But anyways, like I said, we're going to go ahead and switch games now. So I hope everyone had a good day, good night, good life, and take it easy out there, y'all.